The cold winter air blanketed the rugged hills of Turkey as the first light of dawn broke over the horizon. Our hunting team gathered with precision, ready to embark on a mission that was far more than sport. It was survival. Wild boar hunting in Turkey is not a casual pastime, but a battle against destructive animals that threaten farms, livestock, and crops. Villagers had endured sleepless nights, fearing for their harvests, while feral hogs tore through fertile fields, damaging fences, and leaving chaos in their wake. As hunters, we carried not only rifles but also responsibility. Every boot pressed into the frozen earth with determination, every scope adjusted with focus, and every breath carried the unspoken promise of protecting the land. The hunt began as the sun rose over the mountains, casting shadows across the rocky slopes. Our team moved cautiously, rifles ready, scanning the terrain for signs of the invasive beasts. Suddenly, a dark shadow darted across the brush. Without hesitation, John steadied his rifle, took aim, and fired. The shot cracked through the silence, and the first wild boar collapsed. That single moment set the tone for the day. This was not ordinary hog hunting. It was man versus beast, a test of endurance, discipline, and survival. As noon approached, the sun bore down on us, but the challenges only grew. A herd of wild boars emerged, foraging carelessly across the hillside. I locked my scope on the largest target, exhaled, and squeezed the trigger. The boar tumbled instantly, and the rest of the herd scattered in panic. Precision shooting, teamwork, and years of wild boar hunting experience allowed us to dominate the terrain. On another ridge, James faced tougher conditions. His quarry used the dense undergrowth for cover, forcing him into a relentless chase. After multiple failed shots, his persistence paid off when he finally brought down his target. His victory was proof that wild hog hunting requires not only firepower but also patience, resilience, and determination. The hunt continued into the lowlands, where grassy fields stretched wide and visibility was clear. Here, our tactics shifted. Stealth, silence, and patience were the true weapons. Suddenly, a massive boar exploded from the tree line, charging with terrifying speed. Dogs barked wildly, rifles fired, and the air filled with smoke. 3 precise shots ended the chase, dropping the beast with thunderous force. My chest pounded with adrenaline. That kill was not simply about firepower. It was instinct sharpened by years of feral hog hunting. From Turkey, our journey took us across the world to Florida, a state known for swamp hunting and dense vegetation where wild hogs thrive. Unlike the rocky hillsides of Turkey, Florida wild boar hunting is a brutal test of endurance. The buggy rattled across muddy trails as our dogs tracked the prey through thickets of palm and swamp grass. The air was heavy with insects, and danger lurked in every shadow. Here, hunters face wild boars at close range, sometimes even wrestling them by hand, a fearless tradition in southern hog hunting. Florida hog hunting demands bravery, skill, and grit. Every shot fired in those swamps carries the raw drama of man versus nature. In Germany, our hunting mission transformed into a cultural experience. German wild boar hunting is not only about control, but also about respect for ecology, tradition, and heritage. Hunters there undergo years of training, learning wildlife laws, animal anatomy, and ethics before earning a license. From wooden high huts, we waited silently, scanning the forest through binoculars. The sound of hoofbeats broke the silence, and soon the dark shapes of European wild boars appeared. Shots rang out in unison, dropping multiple targets. Each harvest carried solemn respect as nothing went to waste. Boar meat was marinated, dried, and prepared in traditional ways, honoring both nature and hunting heritage. German hunting reminded us that true hunters protect ecosystems, control invasive species, and respect every animal taken. Our final battleground lay in the farmlands of South Texas, where feral pig infestations destroy billions of dollars worth of crops each year. Texas feral hog hunting is a farmer's war, blending modern technology with traditional hunting techniques. Corral traps baited with fermented corn and surveillance cameras captured entire herds. Each morning we approached the traps, harvesting the pigs quickly and cleanly to prevent suffering. Later, from high watchtowers overlooking barley fields, we engaged in precision shooting, targeting leaders of the herd before they could wreak havoc. Texas wild hog control is not recreation, it is necessity. It is the balance of survival, livelihood, and conservation. As the sun set over the farmlands, the message of our journey became clear. Whether in Turkey's frozen hills, Florida's humid swamps, Germany's dense forests, or Texas's endless fields, wild boar hunting is about far more than pulling a trigger. It is about protecting ecosystems, preserving crops, and respecting the balance of nature. True hunters are guardians, combining discipline, instinct, and humanity to defend the land. Every shot fired is a promise kept to farmers, families, and future generations. If you enjoyed this hunting journey across continents, join our community of hunters and adventurers. Subscribe for more feral hog hunting stories, share your thoughts in the comments, and stand with us in the ongoing battle against the invasive wild boar population. This is not just hunting, it is survival, heritage, and the eternal fight for balance between mankind and the wilderness.